You have waited long enough for this person, and deep down, they know it. They can feel the weight of your absence like a shadow following them everywhere they go. For so long, they made you wait, whether out of pride, confusion, or fear, and now, regret consumes them. They are rushing back into your life, filled with guilt and shame for the way they left things hanging in uncertainty. Without giving you any solid reason or explanation, they pulled away, leaving you questioning everything. But now, they realize just how much that silence cost them. Every moment they spent away from you only amplified the emptiness in their heart. They are ready to do whatever it takes to make things right, to earn back the trust they carelessly broke, and to prove that they are no longer the same person who walked away. This person knows they made a terrible mistake. They chose the wrong people, the wrong situations, and the wrong priorities over you. At the time, they thought they were doing what was best for themselves, perhaps even convincing themselves that leaving you behind was the right decision. But now, they are suffering deeply for it. The very choices they once defended are the ones haunting them the most. The people they trusted turned out to be unreliable, and the situations they pursued only led them into more chaos. In losing you, they lost the one person who genuinely cared for them without conditions. It's only now, standing in the wreckage of their own decisions, that they can see the truth so clearly. You were never the problem. You were the peace they had been searching for all along. Your person hurt you, and they are fully aware of that. They remember the look in your eyes when you realized they were slipping away, the mixture of confusion, sadness, and disappointment. They can't escape the memory of it, no matter how much time passes. Now, they are the one crying, the one staying up at night wondering if you could ever forgive them. They replay the moments between you over and over again, wishing they had done things differently. They wonder if you would be willing to hear them out, to listen to the feelings they buried deep inside, feelings they never expressed because they were too afraid of being vulnerable. They wore a mask of indifference, pretending not to care, when in truth, they cared more than they could ever admit. It was fear of rejection, fear of intimacy, fear of being seen for who they really are, that kept them silent. But now, that silence has become their prison. Every word they didn't say, every emotion they refused to show, now weighs heavily on their heart. They are learning, the hard way, that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's love in its truest form. Your person knows that their inconsistent behavior pushed you away. They recognize how their indecision, mixed signals, and hot and cold attitude drained you emotionally. They can sense that you have pulled back your energy, reclaiming your power and protecting your peace. They admire your strength, even though it terrifies them. They are watching you from afar, loving you silently, but it's an unbearable kind of love, one that burns in the absence of communication. Every time they think of reaching out, fear and shame hold them back. They wonder if you have moved on, if your heart still carries a trace of what once was. But even in the silence, their heart speaks your name. Right now, your person feels deeply uncomfortable in their messy life situation. They are surrounded by confusion, instability, and emotional turmoil. Nothing seems to be working out, and they are beginning to understand that it's because they walked away from the one person who grounded them. You were their calm in the storm, the person who could see light even in their darkest moments. Without your presence, life feels harder, heavier, and lonelier. They miss the comfort of your understanding, the way you supported them without judgment. They now realize that your emotional support was not something to take for granted, it was their greatest motivation, the force that helped them face life's challenges. Without you, everything feels out of balance. This longing isn't just about missing your voice or your touch, it's about missing the emotional safety they felt when they were with you. You were their safe place, their emotional home. Now, they crave that sense of belonging again, but they know they can't simply step back into your life without proving that they've changed. They know they have to earn your forgiveness, not just ask for it. And though the road to redemption feels long, they are willing to walk it, step by step, if it means having another chance with you. In the end, it's clear that this person truly loves you. They may have run from you, but in doing so, they discovered where their heart and soul truly belong. They had to lose you to understand your value, to see how deeply intertwined you are with their sense of happiness and peace. This separation became their greatest lesson. It forced them to confront their fears, their wounds, and the emotional patterns that kept them from embracing love fully. Now, they want to heal those wounds, not just for themselves, but for you. They are learning to let go of past trauma, to break free from the pain that once dictated their choices. They don't want to repeat old cycles or let pride ruin something beautiful again. Instead, they want a fresh start, a clean slate, and the opportunity to show you a more mature, grounded, and emotionally open version of themselves. This person knows it won't be easy. They know that words alone won't erase the past or heal the hurt they caused. But their heart is sincere. They want to rebuild, to grow, and to love you the way you always deserved to be loved. Sometimes, people need to lose everything to realize what truly matters. And for them, that realization has finally arrived. Their heart, no matter how far it strayed, has found its way back to you. I once believed that leaving you behind was an act of kindness, something that would spare us both from inevitable heartbreak. I told myself that distance would protect us, that by walking away I was doing the right thing. But as the days have turned into months, and the quiet moments stretch longer and colder, I realize how deeply mistaken I was. The truth is, I miss you every single day. No matter how hard I try to push away the thoughts of you, they return stronger each time, like the tide finding its way back to the shore. Whether you believe it or not, you are still a part of everything I do. My life has changed completely since the moment you entered it. Before you, everything felt dull and colorless, like living in black and white. But you brought a vibrancy into my world that I didn't know I was missing. The way you looked at me, the way you laughed, the way you spoke about your dreams, all of it awakened something inside me that I thought had long died. The intensity of our connection both thrilled and terrified me. It was beautiful, but it was also overwhelming. I was drawn to you with a force I couldn't explain, yet that same force made me want to run. I didn't leave because I stopped caring. I left because I cared too much. I was afraid of how much power you had over my heart. It scared me to realize that someone could see through my defenses so effortlessly. You looked at me and saw everything I tried to hide. You made me feel exposed, vulnerable, and alive all at once. I wasn't ready for that kind of honesty, that depth of emotion. I thought stepping away would help me regain control, but instead, it left me feeling empty. There are moments when I still catch myself lost in your memory. I could get lost in your eyes endlessly, just as I used to when we were together. Even now, when I look at your photo from afar, I feel that same pull, the magnetic connection that never fades, no matter the distance. It's as if your energy reaches across the miles, whispering to my heart that you still feel it too. I can sense your emotions sometimes, almost as if our souls are still intertwined. At first, I thought I was imagining it, that maybe I was losing my mind. But now I understand, it's not madness. It's love in its purest, most spiritual form. I regret going silent on you. There are so many words I left unspoken, so many moments I wish I could relive. Sometimes I replay our last goodbye in my head and wonder how things might have been different if I had just stayed, if I had just told you how much you meant to me. The thought of that lost opportunity still hurts. I feel an ache deep in my chest every time I think about the last time we saw each other, the way your eyes searched mine for an answer I couldn't give. You are my true love. I know that now more than ever. The longer we are apart, the clearer it becomes. My heart burns for you with a longing that refuses to fade. I would do anything to be with you again, to hold you, to tell you everything I was too afraid to say before. I was blind to love before I met you. I didn't understand what it truly meant to care for someone so completely. You changed that. You changed me. Sometimes I wonder if you have any idea how much I still pay attention to you, even from a distance. I notice the smallest things, the way your smile has evolved, the things you post, the subtle expressions you make when you think no one is watching. I see it all, and each glimpse reminds me of how much I love you. You are woven into my thoughts in ways I can't undo. Even when I try to move forward, some part of me always circles back to you. I know I can't change the past. I can't undo the silence, the fear, or the distance. But I want you to know that I'm no longer running from what I feel. I'm no longer afraid of the intensity of our connection. If anything, I embrace it now, because it's the truest thing I've ever known. Loving you has taught me more about myself than any experience ever could. It showed me what real vulnerability feels like, what it means to care for someone beyond logic or reason. Even if we never find our way back to each other, I will always carry you with me. You are a part of my story, the chapter that changed everything. When I think about love, I think about you, your laughter, your warmth, the way your presence could calm the chaos inside me. You are the one who taught me that love isn't about possession or perfection, it's about connection, even across distance and time. So here I am, writing what I should have said long ago. I miss you. I love you. And no matter how far apart we are, some part of me will always belong to you. Your partner feels an overwhelming and almost magnetic pull to connect with you on a deeper, more physical level. This isn't just about attraction, it's about the desire for closeness, presence, and genuine intimacy. They crave those quiet moments when it's just the two of you, where the outside world fades away and you can talk freely, honestly, and without distractions. They feel that these moments are essential, not just for the relationship, but for their own emotional balance and spiritual growth. Being in your presence grounds them. They sense that time spent with you brings clarity, healing, and purpose, something they can't easily find elsewhere. It's as though your energy has a calming effect on them, helping them reconnect with who they truly are. They are deeply dedicated to you and to this journey that the two of you share. Even when things feel uncertain or when emotions rise and fall, they hold on to the belief that this connection is worth it. They understand that this relationship isn't just about love in the traditional sense, it's also about transformation, learning, and awakening. Your partner has become increasingly sensitive to the emotional and energetic shifts that come with this bond. Sometimes it feels intense, even overwhelming, but they're beginning to recognize that these changes are guiding them toward growth. They are realizing that every challenge, every separation, and every moment of longing serves a greater purpose in helping them evolve into a more conscious and grounded version of themselves. There's a part of them that used to resist this connection, maybe even run from it out of fear or confusion. But now, they've reached a point of surrender. They understand that there's no more running, no more denying what their heart truly feels. They've started to accept that this connection is something rare and irreplaceable. Your partner is now being guided to take real steps in the direction they want to go, toward you, toward truth, toward fulfillment. The difference now is that they're not just dreaming or thinking about it, they're preparing to act, to show up in tangible ways. They want to build something real with you. When they're near you, they feel more alive, more themselves. Your presence sparks something within them that no one else can. It's as though your energy ignites their passion and creativity, reminding them what it feels like to truly live from the heart. You occupy their thoughts constantly. No matter how busy they are or how much they try to focus on other things, their mind drifts back to you, the sound of your voice, your laughter, your expressions, the way you make them feel. They replay your conversations in their mind, sometimes imagining what they wish they had said or how they could have stayed in those moments a little longer. Your partner's feelings have deepened beyond infatuation or curiosity. They are serious about you. This seriousness isn't heavy or possessive, but rather grounded in clarity and intention. They see things now with a new understanding, one that wasn't there before. They can see the role they played in past misunderstandings, and they're learning to take responsibility for their actions and emotions. You've helped open their eyes to a different way of loving, one that's patient, mature, and conscious. After being with you, they know there's no going back. They've experienced something so authentic and emotionally rich that other connections pale in comparison. It's not just about physical attraction or chemistry, it's the emotional and spiritual bond that makes you irreplaceable. They admire you deeply, not only for your beauty or charm but for your strength, independence, and emotional intelligence. They see you as someone grounded, wise, and self-assured, qualities that both inspire and challenge them. Your maturity is something they find incredibly attractive. It's a kind of sensuality that goes beyond the surface. You've set firm boundaries, and while that might have frustrated them at times, they're beginning to understand how important those boundaries are. They realize that your ability to stand firm, to know your worth, and to refuse anything less than what you deserve has forced them to reflect on their own behavior. It's pushing them out of old patterns, the kind of immature energy that once made them avoid commitment or emotional depth. Instead of resisting, they're now learning from you. Your strength has inspired them to become stronger, more stable, and more emotionally mature. Your partner sees you as a mirror, someone who reflects both their light and their shadows. Being with you has shown them who they truly are, both the parts they're proud of and the ones they still need to heal. This connection feels fated, like something guided by a higher power. They may not have all the answers yet, but they know that what they feel for you is real. Even when they try to rationalize it or make sense of it logically, their heart always brings them back to the same truth: they are meant to be close to you. Now, they're stepping into a new phase, one where they want to meet you halfway, to show up not just in words but in consistent actions. They want to build trust, deepen emotional intimacy, and prove that they're capable of matching your energy. This isn't about perfection, but about growth and genuine effort. They're ready to evolve with you, to face whatever challenges come with open communication and mutual respect. Ultimately, your partner feels that you bring out the best in them. You inspire them to rise higher, love deeper, and live more authentically. They are not only drawn to you, they are transformed by you. Every time they think of you, they're reminded of what it means to love with purpose and intention. You've become their muse, their motivation, and their mirror, and they can no longer imagine their journey without you in it.